What will happen when we think about what is right with people rather than fixating on what is wrong with them? That's the basic question that Don Clifton asked. It's the basis for the decades-long research that it went into creating the StrengthsFinder tool. So StrengthsFinder, which is renamed Clifton Strengths, is basically an assessment tool, what you would call a personality test. And what it looks for is your talents. And they define it as your naturally recurring patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving that can be productively applied. You're thinking, okay, so what does that mean? Basically, it's the ways you think, feel, and behave that is so natural to you that you probably don't even notice it. You probably take it for granted, so much so that you get frustrated when other people can't do things that you find easy, or you get frustrated with yourself because you think, well, this is a basic skill or thing that anybody should be able to do. Why is this so hard for me? That's when we start pinpointing what a talent is. So it's not things like athletic ability or art or music. Those are talents. But what StrengthsFinder means by talent is your natural ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving. So it could be, maybe you're the person that gets everybody to be enthusiastic and want to jump in and do something. Or maybe it's the way you tell a story. People just didn't get engaged. Or you're able to influence others. Maybe it's the way you break the ice. Maybe it's the way you look at something. You kind of take a step back and you're able to take in the whole situation quickly in a way that nobody else can. Maybe you look at something and you see, this is the part that's missing. There's so many different ways for you to look at situations, and what this tool does is say, what's natural to you? And again, chances are you don't even see it about yourself. Now the question is, have you figured out how to take those qualities and use them constructively in a way to help you in your life, whether it be in your relationships, the way you communicate with others, maybe in your work or career, maybe it's a project that you're working on, maybe it's a hobby, just personal goals that you have in your life? That's what the Clifton Strengths Assessment does. It helps you figure out and categorize, give you language for those patterns about you, and help you figure out how to use them constructively. Clifton Strengths is based on over 50 years of research, interviewing hundreds of thousands of people and understanding what are those patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving that help those people be successful. Gallup took those thousands of individual talents and categorized them into 34 buckets or 34 talent themes. So when you take the Clifton Strengths test, what it's doing is it's categorizing what are your predominant talent themes all the way to your least dominant ones. So whether your results are your top 5 only or the full 34, it's telling you in order what are your strongest, most recurring patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. And what I love about this assessment is that number one, it values your individuality. Unlike other personality tests or other assessments out there where your results are like 1 in 4, 1 in 12, 1 in 16, depending on the assessment and how they give you your results, the chances of somebody having just the top 5, I'm not even looking at the 34, just the same top 5 results as you is 1 in 33 million. So let's put this into context. Let's pretend you're at Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium at full capacity holds 90,000 people. Remember, I said the chances of somebody having just the same top 5 as you is 1 in 33 million. It would take 371 fully packed Wembley stadiums for somebody else to have the same top 5 results as you. Does this start to give you a picture just how unique your talent combination is? In fact, if you want to dive deeper beyond this short video, I invite you to my free Talents in Action Masterclass. It's a free class where we talk about how your talents impact you every single day. I'll put the link to register for it in the description below. So you might wonder, why does my unique talent combination even matter? I'm more visual, so let me show this to you. I'm going to use an example of an experiment that was done on 6,000 10th graders, and the activity that they were measuring was reading. The experiment was about testing different reading methods, but what was interesting that came out of this wasn't which method was better, but it was more looking at what were the rates at which students started, and after they were taught how to improve their reading, where did they end up? For students who were like average readers, let's say 90 words per minute, what they found is after they went through the process, they were able to get to 150 words per minute. But for the students who had a natural ability to read, to comprehend quickly, what they found was those who started about 300 words per minute, after the same amount of investment, they ended up at 2,900 words per minute. So let's extrapolate this in your life, whether there's something that you're trying to do, whether it's in your life, in your home, at work today. Is there a certain activity that maybe you're average at and you're trying to improve? If it's something that you're average at, you're only going to improve so much. But if it's something that you have a natural gift and ability for, with the same investment, whether it's in time or knowledge, training, whatever it is, you're going to grow exponentially at whatever it is that you are naturally talented at. Not only are you going to grow exponentially, you're going to enjoy it in the process. Because that is part of our talents, right? We're using our naturally recurring patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. And so not only is it easier for us, we enjoy it, we're in flow. So when it comes to Clifton Strengths, basically it's a test that's gonna help identify those natural patterns about you, those things that you probably don't even recognize in yourself, that if you acknowledge them and really invested in them, are going to lead to your path to success, joy, and fulfillment. If you haven't already, I invite you to take the Clifton Strengths Assessment. If you check the description below, I have information as to where you can access the test. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, go ahead and hit the like button. And again, if you want to learn more, register for my free masterclass of putting your talents into action. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.